treaty exams are different from the other official exams.
Our students face situations that are similar to things that can happen to them in real life. It's real English.
I like Trinity because it has a very complete exam. They cover the 4 skills, that is reading, writing, speaking and listening.
I think the thing that makes Trinity exams different is that they have elements of all the skills together. You read and then you write. And it's not just a listening exam, you listen and then you speak. So it brings all the skills together like they are in real life.
They prepare the students for the real world, to be able to write a letter, to be able to tell a story, to write a diary, to have a conversation about money, about society.
With Trinity, you don't just learn grammar and vocabulary. You learn the functions of the language. So to give your opinion, to debate, to agree, to disagree. It's not just learning grammar alone. It's about how to use it in a conversation.
It gives them an opportunity to show off their skills that they've learned.
Trinity exams, I always really look forward to them because they're a whole different sort of experience of giving an examination. The one skill that you'll definitely need to be able to use, really well is communication.
It's interesting and I have learned a lot of things that I didn't know.
The more languages you learn, the more possibilities you have in the future.
Dunque nel tempo ci siamo resi conto di aver bisogno nello staff persone che dominassero la lingua inglese per quanto riguarda la parte scritta, parlata e parlata al telefono. La soluzione definitiva alle nostre esigenze.
Trinity helps teachers by giving them some freedom when they have to prepare the lessons, and we are able to have our own methods or create our own materials.
Trinity helps teachers firstly through its website. There are thousands of resources, past exam papers, materials and lesson plans. Also, we have quite regular meetings with the Trinity representatives and we get a lot of feedback with what we've done well and what we could do better next time.
I would recommend the Trinity exam because it is well known in all around the world.
I like Trinity because it's a very exciting experience.
Trinity is well recognized, well regarded, and it's a good qualification to have.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go on, we would like to inform those of you who were not here before about the prizes.
Para aquellos que no estuvieron en la primera parte, les informamos que los 6 ganadores de esta tarde serán obsequiados por Point Break Patos con un curso de surf valorado en 175 euros. Schoolhouse ofrece un curso escolar de inglés gratuito a los 6 ganadores. Los 2 ganadores absolutos recibirán una beca de Chester College Santiago de 1.500 euros para asistir a un campamento de inmersión en inglés durante 15 días. Y además recibirán un obsequio de Gadis y numerosos vales. Let's get on with the contest.
Rosa Alonso Gómez, Colegio Manuel Padín Truiteiro.
So let's move these numbers a bit. Okay, go ahead. Number 40. Número 40, 40. Tyranny, tyranny. The refugees are escaping the tyranny of war. Tyranny.
T-Y-R-A-N-N-Y.
Yago Vaz Fernández, Colegio Montecastelo.
Number 16, 16. Fiery, fiery. 2 examples. We could see the fiery image of the mountain burning in the distance. Number 2, his fiery words made everyone stop to listen. Fiery.
F-I-E-R-Y.
Leo Bonmatí Gatler, IES do Barral, Ponteareas.
Number 27, 27, labyrinth, labyrinth. 2 examples. He wanted a labyrinth at the back of his mansion. Number 2, she felt that she was in a labyrinth as she didn't know what to do. Labyrinth.
LABYRINTH.
Nicolás Cheno Andrade, IES Santo Tomé.
Get a number. Get a number.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Number 29, 29. Lightweight. Lightweight. Advances in technology have favored the lightweight TVs with big screens that we now enjoy. Lightweight.
LIGHTWEIGHT.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 28, 28. Laryngitis. Laryngitis. His voice sounds strange and his throat hurts because of his laryngitis. Laryngitis.
LARYNGITIS.
Nerea de Sousa Patao, Colegio Plurilingüe de Alborada.
Number 4, número 4. Anonymous. Anonymous. The teacher returned the exams and said that there were 2 which had no name. They were anonymous. Anonymous.
ANONYMOUS.
Ana Fernández Fernández, Colegio Quiñones de León.
Number 19, 19. Height. Height. The height of the wall was 2 meters. Height.
HIGHT.
Elena Fernández Domínguez, Escola Rosalía de Castro.
Number 25, 25. Jeopardy. He often puts his life in jeopardy when he deactivates bombs. He belongs to the bomb squad. Jeopardy.
JEOPARDY.
María Fontanes Zapatero, Colegio Plurilingüe Alborada.
Number 31, 31. Luggage. Luggage. She often loses her luggage, so she bought a new set with a flowery pattern. At the airport, she will be able to see it immediately. Luggage.
LAUGAGE.
Isabela Gallardo García, Colegio LAR.
Number 18, 18. Harass, harass. She says they harass him at all times. Harass.
H-A-R-A-S-S.
Gabriel Goday Rivas, Colegio Montecastelo.
Number 13, 13. Conscience, conscience. Her conscience about environmental problems makes her separate glass, paper, etc. without fail. Conscience.
C-O-N-S-C-I-E-N-C-E.
Carlos González Portera Alado, Hierro 6-2.
No, you take it with you. It's okay. $39, 39. Retrieve. 2 examples. I taught my dog to retrieve a ball. Number 2. In the elderly population, it is common to have problems to retrieve information after a health issue, such as a stroke. Retrieve.
Okay. R-E-T-R-I-E-V-E.
Víctor Guarín Varela, Colegio Plurilingüe Mariano.
No, take it with you. Number 17, 17. Gruesome, gruesome. The police reported that the crime scene was really gruesome, gruesome.
G-R-U-E-S-O-M-E.
Andrea Lago González, Colegio Santa Cristina.
Number 15, 15. Entrepreneur, entrepreneur. Every entrepreneur has gone through some hard times during the economic crisis. Entrepreneur.
E-N-T-R-E-P-R-E-N-E-U-R.
Miriam López Gerpe, Colegio Santa Cristina.
Number 14, 14. Dumb, dumb. Both brothers have been deaf and dumb since birth, but they are great communicators using sign language. Dumb.
D-U-M-B.
Álvaro Morgade Carneiro, Ocastro British School.
Number 36, 36. Mythology, mythology. Greek mythology fascinates her. Mythology.
M-Y-C-H-O-L-O-G-Y.
Alberto Mourinho Almeida, Colegio Carmelitas.
Number 21. 21. Hiccup. Hiccup. She got one hiccup after another, so her classmates recommended having some sugar or drinking a glass of water. Hiccup.
H-I-C-K-U-P.
Inés Odriozola Cerezuela, Colegio Las Acacias.
Number 11. Número 11. Changeable. Changeable. We have plans for this weekend, but they are changeable. Changeable.
C-H-A-N-G-E-A-B-L-E.
Juan Manuel Otero Pérez, Colegio Plurilingüe Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
No, take it with you. Number 6. 6. Bizarre. Bizarre. She told a bizarre story as an excuse. Bizarre.
B-I-Z-A-R-R-E.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
Take it. Number 12. 12. Condemn. 2 examples. Spanish society must categorically condemn corruption. Number 2. The lawyers say the jury will condemn him to life sentence. Condemn.
C-O-N-D-E-M-N.
Iria Paz Rivas, Colegio Lar.
Number 32. 32. Luncheon. Luncheon. The board of directors is invited to a luncheon on the 20th. Luncheon.
L-A-U-N-C-H-E-O-N.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 33. 33. Luxurious. Luxurious. They stayed at the most luxurious hotel on the island. Luxurious.
L-U-X-U-R-I-O-U-S.
Antón Reboredo Barreras, Colegio Estudio.
Number 2. Número 2. Acknowledgement. Acknowledgement. The acknowledgement of his guilt was important in order to get a lighter sentence in court. Acknowledgement.
A-C-K-N-O-W-L-E-D-G-E-M-E-N-T.
Ana Rey Maldonado, Colegio Carmelitas.
Number 41, número 41. Vinyl. Vinyl. Vinyl floors are very durable and convenient and at an affordable price. Vinyl.
V-I-N-E-L.
Laura Rico Novoa, Colegios Salesianos.
Number 1, número 1. Abyss. Abyss. He felt he was on the edge of an emotional abyss. Abyss.
A-B-Y-S-S.
I had.
Sabela Rodríguez Cervella, Escuela Rosalía de Castro.
Number 20, número 20. Heir. Heir. The heir to the British throne is Prince Charles. Heir.
H-E-A-R.
Ramón Rodríguez López de la Vega, y es Santa Tomé.
$34. Masquerade. Masquerade. Do you think he can continue with the masquerade for long? Masquerade.
M-A-S-C-A-R-A-D-E.
María del Mar Ruiz Ramírez, Colegio Manuel Padrín Truiteiro.
Number 42, 42. Xylophone. Xylophone. A xylophone is one of the first instruments a child usually has. Xylophone.
X-Y-L-O-P-H-O-N-E.
Marcos Sánchez Gómez, IES Rosais 2.
Take it with you. Take it with you. It's okay. Number 5, número 5. Asphalt. Asphalt. Asphalt is a petroleum product. Asphalt.
A-S-P-H-A-L-T.
Estefanía Serrano Martínez Brocal, Colegio Las Acacias.
Number 3. Adjacent. Adjacent. The adjacent house is for sale. Adjacent.
A-D-J-A-C-E-N-T.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
Number 22. Hideous. Hideous. The room was filled with hideous furniture. Hideous.
Aideous.
Jair Sobral Malvido, Colegio Montesol.
Number 23, 23. Hierarchy or hierarchy? Hierarchy or hierarchy? She soon became important in the political hierarchy. Hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
Ronia Tolander, Ocasio British School.
You were covering your finger. Okay. Number 24. 24. Impairment. Impairment. Smoking is a serious health impairment. Impairment.
IMPAIRMENT.
Alba Ubeira Rodríguez, Colegio Plurilingüe Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
Number 30. 30. Limb. Limb. He hurt his leg in an accident, but he has recovered full mobility of his limb. Limb.
LIMB.
Naomi Urdaneta Rivero, Colegio Salesianos.
Number 9, número 9. Cemetery. Cemetery. When somebody dies, they are buried in a cemetery. Cemetery.
CEMENTERY.
María Villanova Cabaleiro, Colegio Compañía de María.
Number 38, 38. Reign. Reign. Spain became a democratic nation under the reign of Juan Carlos I. Reign.
REIGN.
Okay, end of first round. Now we're starting the double rounds.
Hemos terminado con la primera ronda. Empieza la doble ronda.
Rosa Alonso Gómez, Colegio Manuel Padín Ruiteiro.
Number 138. 138. One moment. That one's at the end of the list. 138. 138. Wreath. Wreath. The president laid a wreath of flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Wreath.
W-R-E-A-T-H.
Okay. 131, 131. Unwrap, unwrap. She was anxious to unwrap her birthday presents. Unwrap.
U-N-W-R-A-P.
Yago Vaz Fernández, Colegio Montecastelo.
No, take it with you. Number 69, 69. Leisure or leisure? Leisure or leisure? We must always remember that we need some leisure time. Leisure.
L-E-A-S-U-R-E.
Leo Bonmatí Gatler, IES do Barral, Ponteareas.
Number 129, 129. Typhoon, typhoon. A typhoon is what we call a hurricane occurring in the Northwest Pacific Ocean. Typhoon.
T-Y-P-H-O-O-N.
Number 108, 108. Scheme, scheme. Follow the teacher's scheme and you'll surely do well. Scheme.
S-K-I-N.
Nicolás Chelno Andrade, IES Santo Tomé.
Number 139, 139. Wrestle, wrestle. Two examples. The brothers wrestle in the garden after the lunch. Excuse me, let me start again. The brothers wrestle in the garden every afternoon while their mother tells them to be careful. Number 2. We wrestle with our suitcases at the airport. Next time we must remember to take fewer pieces of luggage. Wrestle.
Could you tell me the definition?
Sure. Number 1. Two definitions, all right? Number 1. To combat against someone, to throw him off balance. Number 2. To have a violent or determined fight with something.
W-R-E-S-T-L-E.
Okay. Number 53, número 53. Dwarf, dwarf. When I was a child, I had a vivid imagination and often said that a dwarf was with me in my room. And of course, I was Snow White, dwarf.
DWARF.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
$109. Sergeant, sergeant. The troops obeyed their sergeant, sergeant.
SERGEANT.
$110. Siege, siege. Some famous people feel under siege by the paparazzi. Siege.
SIEGE.
Nerea de Sousa Patao, Colegio Plurilingüe Alborada.
Number 128, 128. Triumph, triumph. When you overcome or eliminate obstacles, you enjoy personal triumph, triumph.
TRAINCE.
Elena Fernández Domínguez, Escuela Rosalía de Castro.
Okay, thank you. Number 140, 140. Wrinkle, wrinkle. She's 60 but hasn't even got a wrinkle on her face. Wrinkle.
Can you tell the definition?
Sure. A crease in the skin, especially when due to age, worry, or fatigue.
RINCLE.
Sabela Gallardo García, Colegiolar.
Number 130, 130. Unlawful, unlawful. The sale of alcohol to minors is unlawful, unlawful.
UNLOFUL.
Gabriel Goday Rivas, Colegio Montecastelo.
No, it's okay. Number 105, número 105. Route, route. Our route will take us from Vigo to Santiago and from there to Ocebreiro. Route.
ROUTE.
Number 106, 106. Scarecrow, scarecrow. I was calling out to the neighbor in the next field, but she didn't answer. I soon realized that it was a scarecrow. I must wear my glasses all the time. Scarecrow.
SCARECROW.
Carlos González Portela Alado, IE Rosais 2.
No, take it with you. It's okay. Number 46, 46. Choir, choir. There is a very famous choir in Vigo that is called Casablanca. Choir.
Can you tell me the definition?
Sure. An organized group of singers.
Q, U, I, R, E.
Víctor Guarín Varela, Colegio Plurilingüe Mariano.
134, okay. Number 134, 134. Veil, veil. Western society is discussing the issue of allowing Muslim girls to wear the veil at school. Veil.
V-E-I-L.
Take it with you. Number 132, 132. Vaccine, vaccine. Did you get a flu vaccine this winter? Vaccine.
V-A-C-C-I-N-E.
Andrea Lago González, Colegio Santa Cristina.
Number 45, 45. Camouflage, camouflage. The camouflage was not very good. The enemy soon detected their position. Camouflage.
C-A-M-F-L-O-C-H.
Miriam López Gerpe, Colegio Santa Cristina.
Number 111, 111. Slaughter, slaughter. When meat is on our table, we rarely think of how we slaughter animals before they get to our dinner plate. Slaughter.
S-L-A-V-E-R.
We need the contestants to go really close to the mic because sometimes we can't even hear them.
Acercaros bastante a la mesa para que se proyecte bien la voz, ¿vale? Porque si no tienen dificultades para escucharos, ¿vale? Gracias.
Álvaro Morgade Carneiro, o Castro British School.
Number 75, 75. Miscarriage, miscarriage. She had a miscarriage because of the accident. Miscarriage.
Miscarriage.
Number 71, 71. Mayonnaise, mayonnaise. I'd like my salad plain with no oil, vinegar, nor mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Inés Odriozola Cerezuela, Colegio Las Acacias.
Number 133, 133. Vacuum, vacuum. Bring me the vacuum cleaner so as to vacuum the carpet. Vacuum.
VECWM.
Juan Manuel Otero Pérez, Colegio Plurilingüe Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
Number 47, 47. Colleague, colleague. The doctor asked his colleague to review the patient's medical history and to share his view. Colleague. Sure. A member or associate in a profession.
COLLEAGUE.
Number 119, 119. Stubbornness, stubbornness. His stubbornness was a handicap for improvement. Stubbornness.
STUBBORNNESS.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
Number 72, 72. Meadow, meadow. In Galicia, you can still see cows in the meadow around one house or another in the countryside. Meadow.
MEADOW.
Number 52, 52. Drought, drought. The drought caused serious damage to crops. Drought.
DROUGHT. R-O-U-G-H-T.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 43, ailment. Ailment. Investigation into genetics may soon find cures for a very serious illness like Parkinson, a terrible ailment. Ailment.
A-I-L-M-E-N-T.
Setenta. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. Da Vinci's Last Supper is considered a masterpiece. Masterpiece.
M-A-S-T-E-R-P-I-E-C-E.
Antón Reboredo Barreras, Colegio Estudio.
Setenta-tres. Medallion. Medallion. The Schoolhouse Spelling Bee Contest finalists are not wearing a medallion. They are wearing a medal. Medallion.
M-E-D-A-L-L-I-O-N.
Number 136, 136. Whistle, whistle. The referee blew his whistle and the match was over. Whistle.
W-H-I-S-T-L-E.
Laura Rico Novoa, Colegios Salesianos.
Number 135, 135. Weird, weird. That's weird. I thought I had left my keys on the table as usual. Weird.
W-E-I-R-D.
Number 112, 112. Sleigh, sleigh. Reindeer, not horses, pull Santa Claus's sleigh. Sleigh.
S-L-E-I-G-H.
María del Mar Ruiz Ramírez, Colegio Manuel Padín Truiteiro.
Number 67, 67. Kingness, kingness. I admire the kingness with which he speaks. Kingness.
K-N-E-S-S.
Marcos Sánchez Gómez y Rosais 2.
Number 113, 113. Slippery, slippery. The sign says, slippery when wet. Slippery.
SLIPPERY.
Number 117, 117. Stingy, stingy. They are not stingy at all in respect to their children's education. Stingy.
STINGY.
Estefanía Serrano Martínez Brocal, Colegio Las Acacias.
Number 116, 116. Stare, stare. Don't stare. It's not very polite. Stare.
STEER.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
Number 102, 102. Rhyme, rhyme. An example of rhyme. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. Rhyme.
RHYME.
Number 114, 114. Solemn, solemn. The crowning of the new king was a solemn ceremony. Solemn.
SOLEMN.
Jair Sobral Malvido, Colegio Montesol.
Number 49, 49. Curfew, curfew. Juan has a 10 o'clock curfew, curfew.
CURFEW.
Fifty. Deceased, deceased. The deceased don't always undergo an autopsy. Deceased.
DECEASED.
Ronia Tolander, Ocastro British School.
One 103, 103. Rhythm, rhythm. Salsa is a Latin rhythm, rhythm.
RHYTHM.
One 104, 104. Rough, rough. Some shells from shellfish are rough, like the oyster shell. Rough.
ROUGH.
Alba Ubeira Rodríguez, Colegio Plurilingüe Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
137, 137. Wilderness, wilderness. Alaska is the last great wilderness. Wilderness.
Wilderness.
"61, 61. Immigrants, immigrants. Spain receives immigrants from most of the North African countries. Immigrants.
Immigrants.
María Villanova Cabaleiro, Colegio Compañía de María.
"48. Crumb, crumb. He loved the cake. There wasn't a crumb left. Crumb.
CRAMN.
Okay, this is the end of this double round, so I think they deserve a big applause, and we will give them their trophies now.
Es el final de la primera ronda doble, así que se acercarán al micro para decir su nombre y el nombre de su colegio para recibir un pequeño trofeo por haber llegado hasta aquí. Yes.
Nicolás Chenlo, Santomé de Freixeiro.
Siguiente. Siguiente.
Vega Santiago, San José de Cluny.
Siguiente.
Juan Otero Pérez, Colegio Santiago Apóstol.
Siguiente.
Álvaro Morgade, Castro British School.
Next.
Laura Silva, Colegio Estudio.
Next.
Marcos Sánchez, CIES Rosais 2.
Gabriel Goday, Colegio Montecastelo.
Víctor Guarín Varela, del Colegio Mariano.
Alba Ubeira, Colegio Santiago Apóstol.
Rosa Alonso, Colegio Manuel Padín Tristey.
Paula Patiño, Colegio Montessori.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, San José de Cluny.
Antón Reboredo, Colegio Estudio.
Laura de Salesianos.
Jaís Sobral, Colegio Montesol.
Ronnie Artolander, del Castro.
Rosa Alonso Gómez, Colegio Manuel Padín Truiteiro.
"68. Kidnapped. The mafia kidnapped the politician. Kidnapped.
KIDNAPPED.
Number 118, 118. Straighten. Please straighten your back or it is going to hurt. Straighten.
A-I-G-H-T-E-N.
Nicolás Chelno Andrade, IE Santo Tomé.
Number 44, 44. Asphyxiating. A severe case of asthma causes an asphyxiating feeling. Asphyxiating.
Asphyxiating.
Number 74, 74. Metaphysical. The question, are human beings free, is a metaphysical one. Metaphysical.
Metaphysical.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 127, 127. Thyroid. The thyroid is a gland that produces hormones. Thyroid.
T-H-Y-R-O-I-D.
Sixty. Hymn. Do you know any hymn? There are many, military, religious, and football ones. Do you know the Barça or Real Madrid hymn? Hymn.
H-Y-M-M.
Gabriel Goday Rivas, Colegio Montecastelo.
126, 126. Thread. Whoops, my blouse has come unsewn. Has anyone got needle and thread, please? Thread.
T-H-R-E-A-D.
Number 125, 125. Tenacious. She was tenacious in the pursuit of her goals. Tenacious.
T-E-N-A-C-I-O-U-S.
Víctor Guarín Varela, Colegio Plurilingüe Mariano.
Fifty-one. Disguise. I have already thought about what my disguise is going to look like for Halloween. Disguise.
D-I-S-G-U-I-S-E.
Number 59, 59. Hallucination, hallucination. High temperature and no water can cause a hallucination. Hallucination.
Hallucination.
Álvaro Morgade Carneiro o Castro British School.
$141. Yawn, yawn. She began to yawn and everyone in the office started yawning too. How contagious. Yawn.
Y-A-W-N.
Number 56, 56. Esteem, esteem. They all hold him in high esteem. Esteem.
E-S-T-E-E-M.
Juan Manuel Otero Pérez, Colegio Plurilingüe Santiago Apóstol de Pontareas.
$57. Forecast, forecast. The weather forecast for the holidays is wonderful. It will be sunny and warm. Forecast.
F-O-R-E-C-A-S-T.
$58. Ghetto, ghetto. The German Nazi regime grouped Jews in more than one ghetto. Ghetto.
G-H-T. No.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
66. Okay. Number 66, 66. Juvenile, juvenile. Video games are just one of many juvenile pastimes. Juvenile.
J-U-V-E-N-I-L-E.
$76. Miscellaneous, miscellaneous. There is a box on the table with miscellaneous office material. Miscellaneous.
M-I-S-C-E-L-L-A-N-E-O-U-S.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, San José de Cluny.
Number 65, 65. Innocuous, innocuous. Before you go mushroom picking, make sure you distinguish the innocuous ones from the ones that are not. Innocuous.
INNOCUOUS.
$64. Innate. Innate. Innate behavior is determined by your genes, but learned behavior is from interacting with the world or being taught. Innate.
INNATE.
Antón Reboredo Barreras, Colegio Estudio.
$63. Inertia. Inertia. Her personal inertia prevents her from obtaining better results. Inertia.
INNERTIA.
Laura Rico Novoa, Colegios Salesianos.
Number 77. Mischievous or mischievous. The child was told to sit in the chair because he had been mischievous. Mischievous.
MISCHIEVOUS.
El B. Marcos Sánchez Gómez, Hierro 62.
$78. Moisture. Moisture. I will put a paper towel on it to absorb the moisture. Moisture.
MOISTURE.
$55. Embarrassed. Embarrassed. Standing up in public embarrassed him. Embarrassed.
EMBARASSED.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$79. Nightmare. Nightmare. She has a nightmare almost every night, so she doesn't sleep enough. Nightmare.
NIGHTMARE.
$80. Nourishment. Nourishment. We must provide nourishment to the hungry Syrian population, estimated at 6 million people. Nourishment.
NOURISHMENT.
Jair Sobral Malvido, Colegio Montesol.
$81. Obeyed. Obeyed. The captain gave the orders and they obeyed immediately. Obeyed.
O-B-E-Y-E-D.
(62) 62. Inaccurate. Inaccurate. The information was inaccurate. Inaccurate.
I-N-A-C-C-U-R-A-T-E.
Ronia Tolander, Ocastro British School.
(82) 82. Occurrence. Occurrence. Stealing and robbing are crimes of frequent occurrence nowadays. Occurrence.
O-C-C-U-R-A-N-C-E.
Alba Ubeira Rodríguez, Colegio Plurilingüe Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
Okay. 84, 84. Parsley. Parsley. Chefs use parsley in the dishes and also to decorate their dishes. Parsley.
P-A-R-S-L-E-Y.
(86) 86. Personnel. Personnel. A company is always as good as its personnel. Personnel.
P-E-R-S-O-N-N-E-L.
Okay, we are moving on to round 6 and 7.
Así que seguimos ahora con la siguiente doble ronda, la 6-7.
Rosa Alonso Gómez, Colegio Manuel Padín Truiteiro.
(85) 85. Penicillin. Penicillin. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin by chance in 1928. Penicillin.
P-E-N-I-C-I-N-N-I-N.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
(83) Oyster. Oyster. I can't resist having an oyster. It is so delicious with lemon. The best ones are found at Cascobello in Vigo. Oyster.
O-Y-S-T-E-R.
(87) Phantom. Phantom. The Phantom of the Opera is based on an early 20th century novel which Andrew Lloyd Webber made famous on the big screen and on stage. Phantom.
P-H-A-N-T-O-M.
Gabriel Goday Rivas, Colegio Montecastelo.
Number 88, 88. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. The most well-known Egyptian pharaoh is Tutankhamun, due to the discovery of his tomb in 1922. Pharaoh.
F-E-A-R-O-W.
Víctor Guarín Varela, Colegio Mariano.
$124, 124. Technique, technique. Doctors and researchers have developed a new technique to confront the complicated surgery. Technique.
T-E-C-H-N-I-Q-U-E.
$54, 54. Egyptian, Egyptian. Egyptian hieroglyphs are written in rows or columns and can be read from left to right or from right to left. Egyptian.
E-G-Y-P-T-I-A-N.
Álvaro Morgade Carneiro, O Castro British School.
$89, 89. Phlegmatic, phlegmatic. Everyone seems excited, but he remains phlegmatic. Phlegmatic.
P-H-L-E-G-M-A-T-I-C.
$90, 90. Phonograph, phonograph. Nowadays we have CDs, but before that, records were played on a record player or phonograph. Phonograph.
P-H-O-N-O-G-R-A-P-H.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
$107, 107. Schedule or schedule? Schedule? What is your schedule like? You seem to be very busy. Schedule.
S-C-H-E-D-U-L-E.
Number 91, 91. Physician, physician. She has an appointment with her family physician tomorrow. Physician.
P-H-Y-S-I-C-I-A-N.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, Colegio San José de Cluny.
$94, 94. Pregnancy, pregnancy. Her pregnancy doesn't give her any trouble. She feels fine. Pregnancy.
Pregnancy.
Number 123, 123. Synonym. Synonym. Do you understand the word, or do you want me to give you a synonym? Synonym.
Synonym.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$95, 95. Prejudice. Prejudice. There are organizations which fight against racial, religious, or sexual prejudice. Prejudice.
Prejudice.
Number 96, 96. Quarrel. Quarrel. They quarrel a lot, but they are very good friends. Quarrel.
Quarrel.
Jair Sobral Malvido, Colegio Montesol.
$122. 122. Mother asked Pepita to sweep the kitchen floor. Sweep.
SWEEP.
$97, 97. Queue. Queue. Irene waited in the queue for a very long time to go into the concert hall. Queue.
QUEUE.
Alba Ubeira Rodríguez, Colegio Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
Reassurance. Reassurance. Experts expressed their reassurance that oil spills off the coast were very improbable. Reassurance.
REASSURANCE.
99. 99. Reckless. Reckless. He is so impulsive that he is reckless. Reckless.
RECKLESS.
Okay, rounds 8 and 9 coming up.
Siguiente ronda doble, 8 y 9.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 100. 100. Referee. Referee. Television and radio commentators didn't like the decisions made by the referee during the last match. Referee.
REFEREE. F E R E E.
$121. 121. Survey. Survey. The company made a survey to find out what kind of flavors the general public would find more acceptable in a soft drink. Survey.
SURVEY.
Víctor Guarín Varela, Colegio Mariano.
Number 120, 120. Surveillance, surveillance. The general public has accepted that electronic surveillance is common in public spaces. Surveillance.
Could you give me a definition, please?
Sure. A close watch over something or someone.
Álvaro Morgade Carneiro, Castro British School.
$92. Pneumonia. Pneumonia. She caught a pneumonia because it has been very cold this winter. Pneumonia.
PNEUMONIA.
$93. Portrait. Portrait. Royal families have had their members pose for a portrait throughout history. Portrait.
PORTRAIT.
Is there a possibility that we can have a short recess for a second? Is that possible?
A what?
A short recess.
Just one.
Whatever you want to do, the stuff is just amazing. I don't have a physical. If there's an online one. All right, let's continue with the next contestant.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
Number 115. 115. Squeezable. Squeezable. There are many squeezable baby toys that usually also make sounds. Squeezable.
SQUEEZABLE.
101. Rhetoric. Rhetoric. Rhetoric is a skill that can be developed through practice. Rhetoric.
R-H-E-T-O-R-I-C.
Okay, for the first time in the history of the contest, we have run out of cards with the numbers on them. So, a big round of applause for the contestants. Nos hemos quedado sin números para estos chicos que son tan buenos. Así que vamos a resolver este problema y seguimos.
Esto es insólito. Ahora, para poder ser justos con ellos, tenemos que elegir del diccionario, que tenemos un diccionario que todos los concursantes que están aquí han trabajado con él. Entonces, simplemente que nosotros nos hemos quedado con palabras, pero en el diccionario hay más palabras. Entonces, para terminar esta ronda, vamos a coger unas palabras más de ese diccionario que todos tienen y después, para que sea justo, después lo que vamos a hacer es volver a meter todos los números en la caja otra vez para que todo el mundo tenga la misma oportunidad de deletrear una palabra que ya ha sido deletreada, pero no por ellos. ¿Vale? Seguimos entonces.
Así que este proceso va a ser un poquito más lento, chicos, ¿vale? A little bit of patience now. Accessible. Okay. No teníamos ni tu nombre ni nada. ¿Me puedes decir su nombre, el pobre chico que está aquí ya?
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, Colegio San José de Cluny.
No puedo usar esa palabra, tengo que usar otra. A ver. Accommodation. Accommodation. It was difficult to find accommodation during the summer months in Canarias. Accommodation.
ACCOMMODATION.
Achiever. He is a real high achiever. He always tries to do his best. Achiever.
ACHIEVER.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
Acquainted. She is acquainted with all the sciences. She has a big knack for them. Acquainted.
ACQUAINTED.
Correct. Adhere. Please adhere the stamp to the envelope right now, or else you'll forget. Adhere.
ADHERE.
Jair Sobral Malvido, Colegio Montesol.
Ambidextrous. He is ambidextrous. He can use both hands. What an advantage. Ambidextrous.
AMBIDEXTROUS.
Ambiguous. It was a very confusing sentence. It was ambiguous. Ambiguous.
Ambiguous.
No, queda una niña. Alba Ubeira Rodríguez, Colegio Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
Annoyance. Annoyance. What an annoyance. I arrived at the concert but had forgotten the tickets. Annoyance.
Annoyance.
Appealing. What an appealing idea. We should carry it out. Appealing.
Appealing.
Pronouncer, now all the numbers go back in and we start over again with the same list, but if they have the same word, they have to take another word.
The second round.
Just put all the numbers here.
Whoops. Okay. Let's see. Let's.
All the same. You know, because they have the name in it.
All right. So now we're back to the second round words. The round word, the same that we
have just done all this time.
Okay.
Except for the first round.
Except for the first round. All right. Let's start. Vamos a pasar como si estuviéramos iniciando las dobles rondas. ¿Vale?
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 103. Rhythm. 103. Rhythm. Salsa is a Latin rhythm.
RHYTHM.
Ninety-four. 94. Pregnancy. Pregnancy. Her pregnancy doesn't give her any trouble. She feels fine. Pregnancy.
PREGNANCY.
Álvaro Morga de Carneiro, Castro British School.
All right. Let's do this. 107. Very good. (107) Schedule or schedule. What is your schedule like? You seem to be very busy. Schedule.
SCHEDULE.
91. Physician. She has an appointment with her family physician tomorrow. Physician.
PHYSICIAN.
IAN.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
60. 60. Hymn. Hymn. Do you know any hymn? There are many, military, religious, and football ones. Do you know the Barça or Real Madrid hymn? Hymn.
HYMN.
$85. Penicillin. Penicillin. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin by chance in 1928. Penicillin.
PENICILLIN.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, Colegio San José de Cluny.
124, 124. Technique. Technique. Doctors and researchers have developed a new technique to confront the
Masters of Ceremony for the rest of the
DECHNIQUE.
$62, 62. Inaccurate. Inaccurate. The information was inaccurate. Inaccurate.
INA.
New Masters of Ceremony.
AGE.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$131, 131. Unwrap. Unwrap. She was anxious to unwrap her birthday presents. Unwrap.
UNWRAP.
$84, 84. Parsley. Parsley. Chefs use parsley not only in their dishes but also to decorate their dishes. Parsley.
PARSLEY.
Jair Sobral Malvido, Colegio Montesol.
$98, 98. Reassurance. Reassurance. Experts expressed their reassurance that oil spills off the coast were improbable. Reassurance.
REASUR. ANCE.
Alba Ubeira Rodríguez, Colegio Santiago Apóstol de Ponteareas.
Occurrence. I'm sorry, I didn't say the number. 82. 82. Occurrence. Occurrence. Stealing and robbing are crimes of frequent occurrence nowadays. Occurrence.
Can you say me the definition?
Sure. Something that happens or occurs. The word occurrence.
OCCURANCE.
Okay, this is amazing. Rounds 12 and 13.
Estamos en las rondas 12-13. Increíble.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 81, 81. Obeyed, obeyed. The captain gave the orders and they obeyed immediately. Obeyed.
OBEYED.
80. Nourishment, nourishment. We must provide nourishment to the hungry Syrian population estimated at 6 million people. Nourishment.
NOURISHMENT.
Álvaro Morga de Carneiro, Castro British School.
Sixty-nine, 69. Leisure or leisure. We must always remember that we need some leisure time. Leisure.
LEISURE.
61, 61. Immigrants. Immigrants. Spain receives immigrants from most of the North African countries. Immigrants.
IMMIGRANTS.
Paula Patiño Cascallar, Colegio Montesol.
$79, 79. Nightmare, nightmare. She has a nightmare almost every night, so she doesn't sleep enough. Nightmare.
NIGHTMARE.
Guillermo Pérez Mariño, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 55, 55. Embarrassed, embarrassed. Standing up in public embarrassed him. Embarrassed.
ARRASED.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
Number 78, moisture, moisture. I will put a paper towel on it to absorb the moisture, moisture.
MOISTURE.
$127. Thyroid, thyroid. The thyroid is a gland that produces hormones. Thyroid.
THYROID.
Okay, we have our three winners. Now we have to establish the order.
Ya tenemos a los tres finalistas, tenemos que establecer el orden, primero, segundo y tercero. Enhorabuena a los tres ya.
Okay, so now for rounds 14 and 15.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
63. Inertia, inertia. Her personal inertia prevents her from obtaining better results. Inertia.
INERTIA.
54. Egyptian, Egyptian. Egyptian hieroglyphs are written in rows or columns and can be read from left to right or from right to left. Egyptian.
EGYPTIAN.
Álvaro Morga de Carneiro, Castro British School.
64. Innate, innate. Innate behavior is determined by your genes, but learned behavior is from interacting with the world or being taught. Innate.
INNATE.
$65. Innocuous, innocuous. Before you go mushroom picking, make sure you distinguish the innocuous ones from the ones that are not innocuous.
INNOCUOUS.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$76. Miscellaneous, miscellaneous. There is a box on the table with miscellaneous office material. Miscellaneous.
MISCELLANEOUS.
66. Juvenile. Video games are just one of many juvenile pastimes. Juvenile.
Juvenile.
Rounds 16 and 17.
Rondas 16, 17.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
Number 58. Ghetto. The German Nazi regime grouped Jews in more than one ghetto. Ghetto.
Ghetto.
$57, 57. Forecast. The weather forecast for the holidays is wonderful. It will be sunny and warm. Forecast.
Forecast.
Álvaro Morga de Carneiro, Castro, British School.
$56, 56. Esteem. They all hold him in high esteem. Esteem. Did he say it before? Did he do it himself?
Number.
He has to take another number?
Yes, he does.
All right.
Another number.
Because you yourself had spelled that word before. Thank you to the audience. 89, 89. Phlegmatic.
Another one. But he said the same one again. Take another number.
It's going to go on forever. 90. Okay, let's try this one. 90. 90.
But he's... him?
Yeah, phonograph.
The same person?
It's going to come. It's going to happen again. Let's see, 141. Let's try this one. Vamos a ver si esta no.
He said that one too.
You have got to be kidding me.
No.
Es increíble, pero ella también. O sea, 137, 137.
What number?
137. Let's try this one.
That's fine. Okay. You can't say that one.
He can?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. 137. 137. Wilderness. Alaska is the last great wilderness. Wilderness.
WILDERNESS.
104. 104. Rough. Rough. Some shells from shellfish are rough, like the oyster shell. Rough.
ROUGH.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
Let's see. 92. 92. Pneumonia. She caught a pneumonia because it has been very cold this winter. Pneumonia.
PNEUMONIA.
96. 96. Quarrel.
No, she said quarrel. No.
She can't spell that. Okay. Let's take another one then. 110. 110. Siege. Some famous people feel under siege by the paparazzi. Siege.
S-I-E-G-E.
Rounds 18 and 19.
Rondas 18-19.
Vega
Nunca se ha visto.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
$43. Ailment. Ailment. Investigation into genetics may soon find cures for a very serious ailment such as Parkinson's disease. Ailment.
A-I-L-M-E-N-T.
$70. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. Da Vinci's Last Supper is considered a masterpiece. Masterpiece.
M-A-S-T-E-R-P-I-E-C-E.
Álvaro Morga de Carneiro, Castro Bridge School. $136. Whistle. Whistle. The referee blew his whistle and the match was over. Whistle.
W-H-I-S-T-L-E.
$48. Crumb. Crumb. He loved the cake. There wasn't a crumb left. Crumb.
C-R-U-M-B.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$68. 68. Kidnapped. Kidnapped. The mafia kidnapped the politician. Kidnapped.
K-I-D-N-A-P-P-E-D.
$109. 109. Sergeant. Sergeant. The troops obeyed their sergeant. Sergeant.
S-E-R-G-E-A-N-T.
Rounds 20 and 21.
Rondas 20-21.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
$135. 135. Weird. Weird. That's weird. I thought I had left my keys on the table as usual. Weird.
W-E-I-R-D.
138, 138. Wreath, wreath. The president laid a wreath of flowers at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Wreath.
WREAT.
Álvaro Morga de Carneiro, Castro British School.
$118. Straighten, straighten. Please straighten your back or it is going to hurt. Straighten.
STRAIGHTENED.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$95.95. Prejudice. Prejudice. There are organizations which fight against...
Wait, Mary, it's repeated.
She has already spelled that. Sorry. Another one. 116. 116. 116. Stare. Stare. Don't stare. It's not very polite. Stare.
STARE.
$77. 77. Mischievous or mischievous. The child was told to sit in the chair because he had been mischievous. Mischievous.
MISCHIEVOUS.
Okay, we're going to do one more round like this, and if they still tie, we might have to do another tie break session. Okay?
Okay, otra
Different
ronda.
words.
Siguiente ronda, ¿no?
Yeah.
Rounds 22 and 23. Vega de Santiago Alonso, Colegio San José de Cluny.
74, 74.
Which one?
Which number, please?
74, 74.
74.
Metaphysical. Metaphysical. The question, are human beings free, is a metaphysical one. Metaphysical.
METAPHYSICAL.
$126, 126. Thread. Thread. Whoops, my blouse has come unsewn. Has anyone got needle and thread, please? Thread.
EHREAD.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
128. 128. Triumph. Triumph. When you overcome or eliminate obstacles, you enjoy personal triumph. Triumph.
TRIUMPH.
$86. 86. Personnel. Personnel. A company is always as good as its personnel. Personnel.
PERSONNEL.
Okay, pronouncer. This next round, as the words are familiar, just say the word, don't give the definition. Just say the word, because they've already heard the word before, just to see if we can tie break now.
Okay.
Say the word a couple of times and they just spell it
And
correctly.
do they have a chance to ask me for a definition if they need it
The
or not?
definition, yes.
Okay. En vez de, como ya escuchasteis todas las palabras ya muchas veces, pasamos a decir la palabra y la digo 2 veces y ya la podéis deletrear. ¿Sí? Y si necesitáis una definición, porque eso no lo habéis escuchado de todas, pues entonces os la doy. ¿Vale? ¿De acuerdo?
Rounds 24 and 25.
24 y 25.
Vega de Santiago Alonso, San José de Cluny.
51. 51. Disguise. Disguise.
DISGUISE.
$67. 67. Keenness. Keenness.
KEENNESS.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$123. 123. Synonym. Synonym.
SYNONYM.
$53. 53. Dwarf. Dwarf.
DWARF.
Rounds 26 and 27. Vega de Santiago Alonso, San José de Cluny.
Ronda 26-27. Can you show me the number again? ¿Me puedes enseñar el número de nuevo? Okay. 113. 113. Slippery. Slippery.
SLIPPERY.
139, 139. Wrestle, Wrestle.
Can you give me the definition?
Sure. To combat against someone, to throw him off balance, or as a second one, to have a violent or determined fight with something.
Can you repeat the word?
Wrestle.
W-R-E-S-T-L-E.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
$108, $108, $108. Scheme.
S-C-H-E-M-E.
$83, $83. Oyster.
O-Y-S-T-E-R.
Rounds 28 and 29, Vega de Santiago Alonso, San José de Cluny.
$102, $102. Rhyme.
R-H-Y-M-E.
$87, $87.
Take another number, please.
Take another one. 88, 88. Pharaoh.
Can you give me the definition?
A ruler of ancient Egypt.
P-H-A-R-A-O-H.
Laura Silva Figueiro, Colegio Estudio.
129, 129. Typhoon.
T-Y-P-H-O-O-N.
Okay, just a second.
One last word. Yes.
122, 122. Sweep.
S-W-E-E-P.
Okay, so now this is getting too long, so now we're going to go to the words that they do not know but that are in the dictionary. You have, pronouncer, you have 20 words there, 20 new words, okay, from the dictionary, but that have not been said this evening. And we'll take it from there.
Así que ahora pasamos a las palabras del diccionario que habéis estado manejando, ¿vale? De nuevo, como hace un rato. Un rato largo, ¿vale? So what do? Do we give them the a sentence? I need the. You
can just give the word a couple of times and they spell the word.
They spell the word.
Yeah.
I need the online one.
Vega de Santiago, San José de Cluny.
Over there. I'm going to do them in order, so there's no number. Okay.
And the jury has a copy.
Bankruptcy. Bankruptcy.
BANKRUPTCY.
Correct.
We're going to do two, right? Just the same
Yes,
as
yes,
a double
same
round.
procedure, yes.
So that one was correct. So now the next one, all right? Exhilarated. Exhilarated.
EXHILARATED.
Correct.
Laura Silva, Colegio Estudio.
Silhouette. Silhouette.
SILHOUETTE.
Correct.
Watts. Watts.
Can you repeat, please?
Waltz.
WALTZ.
Correct.
Vega de Santiago, San José de Cluny.
No, you don't have to pick a number. There's no number. I'm just going in order. Tonsillitis. Tonsillitis.
TONSILLITIS.
Correct.
Pheasant. Pheasant.
PHEASANT.
Correct.
We can say carbohydrate. Carbohydrate.
CARBOHYDRATE.
Correct.
Spellers, please spell slowly.
Just a second, I have a doubt. Because there's a line across a word.
Did you cross it out? No, it's on the list.
It's okay?
Yes, it is okay.
Chiropractic. Chiropractic.
CHIROPRACTIC.
Correct.
Vega, San José de Cluny.
Deceitful. Deceitful.
DECEITFUL.
Correct.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea.
DIARRHEA.
Correct.
Ecstasy. Ecstasy.
ECSTASY.
Correct.
Hypnotized. Hypnotized.
HIPNOTIZED.
Incorrect.
Bravo! 1 minute, please.
Does she have
Just
to go
hold-
back or not?
They can go down and just...
No, what I'm saying is, does she have to go back or not? Do we already have the...
No.
That's it. All right.
Just
Fine,
one
so we
second.
have first, second, and third. Ya tenemos los primeros tres.
Wow, they were amazing. Before we give the winners their prizes and trophies, we have a little entertainment.
Antes de hacer entrega de premios y trofeos, habrá una actuación. Como cada año, tenemos el placer de poder ofreceros una maravillosa actuación del grupo Serenity. Un aplauso para Irene y Rebeca.
Las carpetas, por favor.